How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is episode 22 of a Let's Play series for Farming Simulator 22 on the mod map New Lands. And where we last left off, we bought this bad boy. This Krone mower. Oh man, is it amazing. Love this thing. Not only can it mow to, I don't even know how wide that is off the top of my head, but it can also fast mow, like do fast farming and stuff. It's one of those pieces of equipment that allows you to go beyond what the equipment is meant to do and actually go as fast as the vehicle will let you do while doing the work at the same time. And we also installed over at our farm, you can kind of see it in the background way over yonder. That little barn looking thing looks like a hayloft. Well, that is a production point where we're going to be using it to produce silage and hay for our contracts. So anytime we get a contract out there that says, hey, we need, hay, then we're just going to run to the barn, grab however much hay we have, however many trailers we need for it, deliver it, and then we can just mow straight up grass with this, pick it up with our new setup over here, this new Krone baler, and just take the grass to replace it. And in the background, it's just going to sit there and chug away until it replenishes the amount that we lost. It's amazing. We'll have a constant source of both hay and silage. And even better is that when producing silage, as long as we have water in this production point, it'll also produce digestate, which is going to get shipped over to the biogas plant. And it being shipped to the biogas plant means that we'll be able to run it through the dryer and create more fertilizer. If you look, this is all the way at the top, of course. If we look towards the, just past it, right here, we already have 11,000 liters of solid fertilizer. That's even after I went through behind the scenes and took a lot of products. So you can see we have $379,000, and that's after paying off the loan that we had. We had tons and tons. Now, my hope is that we will be able to produce enough silage and digestate to be able to have $1 million payload from that fertilizer. That's kind of my hopes. So, what are we doing today? Well, today we are going to start by mowing our fields. It is now, as you can see, May 1st, and our fields are ready to harvest. Now, I could let these wait until June and get their second growth state. You can kind of see the difference between this field and how lush and green it is compared to this kind of green right here. This is its second growth state, and it's a little bit lighter of a green, but you'll get a better yield off of it because of that. But we really need to start filling up our production point over there, so we're kind of having to just jump ahead. So let's go ahead and do this. Fire this up. Mower. And here we go. As you can see, the fast farming is amazing on this thing. We're already going 22 miles an hour. This thing's normally limited to what, like 14, 15? And look at all that cotton that we have there. We got to figure out something to do with it, because that's just going to sit there until we figure out something. go. Matter of minutes, this front field is done. That's quite a bit of grass that's going to be able to be picked up at that point. So let's go ahead and pick it up. We'll start baling it, and then we can transport it over to our production facility. Oops, 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 oops. Alright, well, we're just about done with this field here, and man, the more I'm thinking of it, the more I'm leaning towards waiting to harvest the next field until the next growth state. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that the grass has 2 actual growth states, and if I can wait until the second one, I'm going to get far more off of that second field that I did on this one. There we go. So let's lift that, turn off, eject, lift, off, that, nope, fold. Okay. Now what I want to do here is, actually wait, I've got more to cut. Hey, ay, ay. So just as kind of comparison, you know, originally I did this whole field in fast farming. Now I'm going to show you what it's like to actually do it at real speed at these little kind of offshoots. So I was going probably about 22 miles an hour. Now I'm lucky to get up to 15. Oh, the sunflowers! Well, thankfully I don't have to be too precise because of that windrower I have. Oh dear. Bob and weave. Oof. Really thankful I don't have to be too precise. Oh. Big old lump of grass right there on the edge. I don't know why, but one song is it Aerosmith, "Living on the Edge." Don't know why that just came rocketing into my brain. Anywho. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to send... I'm going to send this guy up to the shop all by himself once I'm done picking up this kind of stragglers. Lower that, turn that on. Fold. Alright, now let's pick this up real fast. I might get a bale. Let's see how much the bale spikes after hitting the end of this row. Swoop. It's like a big old lump. And get ready for another big lump. Might get a bale. Nope. Not quite. Alright, now let's drive this up to the corner here so he doesn't run into any issues like traffic. Because for some reason people drive right dead center on this road here and not like to one side. And then you got crazy yahoos and giant green tractors that are just going to drive out in the middle of everything and everyone and not pay attention to the roads and their signage. That's okay. Okay. Let's have him come up to the shop. No, not field work. Okay. Now we gotta go back to the farm, pick up the semi and the trailer. Meet you over there. Okay. Fire up the 9000 here and hook up to the loading trailer. Now we should be able to just get all these bales up off the ground here. I'm hoping that there's at least a decent amount. Oops, oops, oops. There we go. See, we're at 9, 10, 13 bales. Ugh, that's not as much as I was hoping, I'll be honest with you, but I mean, I guess it's better than nothing. There we go. So now, if we come over here, 84,000 liters of grass, so that's perfect. And this is the other one where we can activate the silage digestate, and we have 1.2, almost 1.3 million liters of water. So we're going to be producing hay. Let's see if we look. Yeah, 11 liters of hay and 29,000 liters of silage. Both are growing, so that is running, and that's perfect. Now, oh man, you know what? I'm kind of thinking as like a little initial investment, just so I don't have to pillage the rest of this field. I might get another full trailer load of just grass bales, just so I don't have to do what I did here and take a negative hit on all that grass. I want to be able to actually utilize the grass and get as much off of it as possible. I'm not going to get that amount until uh, June 1st. So I think we're gonna skip the other field. We're just gonna buy, I think this trailer holds 30 bales. The 30 of the large size bales. We'll just do that. We'll buy 30 bales and just go from there. But also while we're up there, I am going to switch out some of my equipment. I am going to get rid of that front wind rower and replace it with another one. There was an update to a wind rowers pack released today. I cannot remember who the modder is. I want to say it's Hispano modding. Don't quote me on that one, unfortunately. I do not remember. So if I just misquoted that, I apologize. But anyways, we're just going to leave that run for the second. But we'll take a look at them here real quick. So what's nice about this mower is that for this map, it's very small and compact, but I really would like a bigger one that will be easy to transport as well. But the problem is that you get into the bigger windrowers and they just are unwieldy. They're huge on the front of your tractor. So I'm thinking now that these updates have come forth, and they give you a range of, I think, 4 different sizes to choose from. And the one that I kind of have my eye on isn't the smallest one, but it's the kind of in the middle. Let's see, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, so these front windrowers here. So I had the Samaz Twist 600, and now I'm looking at one of these. And there's the R100 that's 10.3 meters. But then you can see how that one is the T120. That one's 12 meters. But it looks smaller, right? Look at that. That's the 10.3. That's the 12. Well, there's a reason. Now, do I want to brand this? Case, class, Fendt. You know what? Why not have a Fendt? Why not? Is there Fendt? That's Deutz Fahr, the John Deere. Fendt Classic? Yeah. No, let's not do that. 41,000. But watch this. This I was actually really impressed with when I tested this out earlier. So it's actually a smaller package than the first one. Not the first one we had, but the first one we looked at. It's a smaller package, but check this out. Lower it down. Let's kind of get this a little overhead view. Folds out. Almost touch, and check it out. Boom. Tell me that isn't like Star Wars like. And then just picks up. So now we have a much wider windrower, because the Samaz I think was like, was that only a 6 meter or 8 meter? 6 meters. So we went from 6 to 12. So we doubled the size of the windrower, and still in a nice tight package. So I'm okay with that. So let's go ahead and so now we want to send this back to the farm, because that's where we're going to need it next. That. Nope. Oh, come on now. I know you can do it. It's because I'm in a weird spot in the road. There it goes. Okay, much better. Now, we're gonna... Should be 24. 32 bales. Now, for 47,000, that's pretty pricey, but in the end, we're going to be able to make so much money off of these. Yeah, and then 2 left over. So we're going to take that, what, $47,000, and from the digestate alone, we're going to get a ton. We're going to make a killing just off the digestate for the silage. But we'll run back up, we'll grab those other 2. Yeah, there's the windrower and tractor and baler. We're rapidly catching them. Bye-bye. Okay, now pull in here. Let's check this out. 279,000 liters of grass. That's perfect. So that's just going to sit there and chug away, creating digestate, hay, and silage. Just absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. I'm very happy with that. So now at this point, oh, and there's the tractor. Pull off to the side and let them by. Alright, we'll go grab those other bales, bring them back, see you up there, and well, actually, we'll just meet you back here. And now, we drop that off. We got 292,000 liters of grass. Our hay is growing, our silage is growing. We're just going to let that churn. Just going to let it keep going and going and going. But now, I think what I want to do is, I want to purchase more land. I want to clear out all this land. I want everything around our farm to be ours. So if we go here, I'm thinking about purchasing field 29 and 20, or sorry, farmland 29 and 23. So then we'll have this entire strip. Let's see, that's 19, that's 70, so it's a little, about 100,000. Ooh, I could potentially purchase 26, 28 as well. Ooh. Alright, so another update came through today that has me very, very excited. The reason it excites me is because it's a part of the new Platinum DLC. What was updated wasn't necessarily anything to do with the Platinum DLC, but the Sell Everything mod. I believe that's by Schultz Modding. Again, don't quote me, I'm not 100% certain. But part of the Platinum DLC includes wood containers. In those wood containers, you can take logs of either 6, 9, or 12 meter lengths and auto load them directly into the containers. You don't need a trailer anymore to haul things around. You're not having to worry about tipping over with a big old, semi full of logs or anything like that. You just have a giant container, and this particular low loader that I have will be perfect for a 12-foot container. So my plan right now is to buy one of those 12-foot containers, or 12-meter. I keep saying foot. 12-meter container. I'm American. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. We use feet and, occasionally a yard. But, we don't use meters. Anyways. So, my thoughts are to pull in here. I'm thinking right about there. Containers. Now, if you're under objects and you come over here to containers, you'll have the lizard shipping container. You see down at the bottom right or bottom middle, it takes anywhere from 21.7 thousand liters to 44,000 liters, and it accepts wood. And you can come in here and configure it to either 6, 9, or 12-meter lengths. And then you can also put designs and all that stuff. That's not important. So we go ahead and purchase that. And now we just need a way to take this and load it onto the trailer. Thankfully, back at the farm, we have our telehandler, and should be more than enough to get it onto this trailer. But as I was saying, the mod that was updated was the Sell Everything container. Again, I think it's Schultz Modding that made that, and they made it to where you can actually accept the containers from that Sell Anywhere mod. So I'm super excited to be able to accept it and to start using it. So first things first, we're gonna run back to the farm, pick up the telehandler, and while we're driving over here, I might ride in the telehandler with a worker, let them drive. That way I can focus on purchasing land that we need. Because right now we have $294,000 that we can spend. And we're going to spend a good chunk. So we will meet you back over at the farm. We'll be there in just a second. Alright, so we're going to drive past the tractor here in the way. But the cool thing now is that makes that trailer kind of unnecessary. So we can return that trailer too once we get to that. So let's go up to here. Is that? There it goes. Alright, now while that's working, we want to buy that one, that one, that one, and that one. Check it out! Holy smokes, we have tons of land now. We can clear out field farmland 29, 23, and 28, and 26 really. We can expand the fields all the way around. We can put a field in here if we wanted to. We could make one giant field. And here, you know what? While I'm thinking of it. Oh, that's already at 84, 74. That's cool. Sweet. I don't know if I just screwed up or not. If I just spent, 175 times 3, multiple times for no reason. Oh well. But you figure... Now our score is up to 83. That's cool. Okay, so we got the container back here. Oh man, I really wish that auto-targeting system would work. For some reason it just won't. Ooh, you know what? That just dawned on me. I need to see what I'm doing with that and that. Because we want this to be on 12s. Now, is that last one 12? I don't think it's going to be. Oh wait, it is. So 3 12-meter long lengths? Yeah. Perfect. Alright, now we've got to get the telehandler. So we're going to run back there, grab that real quick. Meet you over there. Alright, now while we're over here, we're going to do two things. We're going to repair the telehandler and everything attached to it, and we're going to fill it up on the way back, because we're a little less than halfway in gas, and need to make sure that we're good there. So repair, repair, repair. There we go. Alright, everything is golden. now, take this over to the gas station, which is just down the road and across the street. Right in front of the grocery mart here. There we go, perfect. So once we get this telehandler back, I can show you exactly how the containers work, if you're unaware. And once we get to a straight bit where I can turn off all these menu options. Now, if you're unaware, be very, very, very careful when working with these containers. You have to pay attention to the logs that you're cutting. You have to make sure that they are the exact length the container is rigged for. If you say take a 6-meter container and put in a 12-meter log, then it will tell you that, hey, you did not use the right length of log in this container, and you're going to be getting a reduced value in return. So you're actually going to get penalized for not working in the proper parameters that you're setting up with that container. So just make sure that you're paying attention to that, because that is kind of an important thing. Want to get every single dollar that you can out of these logs. And right now we're just going to be selling a container full. We're not going to be doing too much more than a container, just because, one, I want to be able to say I did it, to actually use the container on a non Silver Run Forest map, but at the same time want to be able to then go through and use that wood for other productions like the carpentry and sawmills and stuff like that. So long story short, this is probably going to be a one and done kind of thing. But also got to looking into a new trailer for carrying logs around. The one we have is fine, but there is a trailer out by 82 Studio that had an update post the Platinum DLC. And in the description for the update, it mentions how it was increased in weight to compensate for the Platinum DLC release, which means hopefully that it's just as stable as this trailer. Now this trailer is okay for what we're using it for, but the 82 Studios, that one is huge, and it's going to work perfectly for what we need. And we might actually just continue cutting these 12-meter logs even after this container, because why not? And look at that. Perfect. Now, all you do is you take your logs over to your back end of your trailer, to this container, and then swing it in. Swing it in. What the heck? Oh, no, are you kidding me? So, there's something going on with this map that doesn't recognize these spruce cuts as actual trees for some reason. I don't know why, and I don't know. I just don't know. These trees have been giving me nothing but a hard time since coming onto this map. It doesn't recognize them for the auto targeting for the harvester. It doesn't recognize them as the wood container. I really hope that I can actually sell this container back. I should be able to drive over the sell point, and even with it empty. So, oh well. I mean, I can always take these and load them into the sawmills and stuff, so I'm not that concerned about it. What I might end up doing is while I'm over here, actually I can't do that. I was going to say I'll take the new log trailer from the shop, but then what am I going to do with this trailer? So I'll have to make a couple of runs. Anyways, I will cut us back in once I get to the sell point. I'm hoping if I run over it that it will just eat the, eat, quote unquote, the container, and then kind of go from there. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Wish me luck. Alright, we're approaching the sell point where it would have normally just taken this, would have been a full container. But will it take it with nothing in it? And it will not. Oh man, that stinks. What if I do this? What land do I own up here? Sorry, I'm trying to figure some kind of way out of this. Is there a tree that I can cut down and just trigger it to... Darn it. Oh, can I get this tree right here? Where is it? Okay. It's going to yell at me when I load this in there, but it's a pine tree. This is one of the trees that hasn't been acting goofy. I'm hoping it'll load in and... Oh, come on. Yeah, see? And you see up there, it loaded the wrong log for a 12-meter tank. So we made, 5,500 on that. But at least we got rid of it, so... But kind of proof of concept. At least you got to see that it works, even though it's not working on this map. There's something specific about this map that these spruce trees that are on here, just, it does not like them. I don't know what, I don't know why. But that's kind of a bummer. I was really kind of looking forward to... Oh my goodness. Really kind of looking forward to using those containers and whatnot to at least do a load, and it would have, made some quick, easy... Oh, that's... Speaking of which... There. So at least I bought that land there that didn't cost a whole ton. I was able to sell it back and get my money back. And, long story short, you live, you learn, you move on. Okay. Pulling up to the farm again. What we're going to do is we're going to pull off to the side here. And we're going to hook up to our log trailer. And we are going to get a different trailer, again by 82 Studios. And you're going to see like the difference between this trailer and the next one that we get. It's going to be similar length to the one we originally had, but it's not going to be that kind of swivel axle in the rear, and it's actually going to work. That's kind of the important thing right now, is this one works, but it's shorter, significantly shorter than what I was originally kind of going for. This map, allows us to be able to kind of spread out and have bigger pieces of equipment, so there's really no sense in not using it to its full advantage, kind of thing. And now that I've come across the fact that the trailer should work just fine. Um, my hope is that once everything kind of gets to a good point, a good place, we'll be able to just, swap a few things around and go from there. But again, hopefully it's not a negative learning experience like we just experienced. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh, barely. It's like I actually know what I'm doing. Okay. Perfect. And again, while we're over here, we might as well fill up with fuel because we're about halfway down again. Okay. Pulling right there. Under forestry equipment. Oh, here we go. Oh, and I think I'm going to go with the Trax version. Big white crawlers? Heck yeah, that'll be real stable. But here, let's check something out just real fast. So you can get a triple axle, but ooh, I kind of like that. Phoenix Blue? Yes. Look at that. That's going to work out nicely. And we have tons of space because the tongue on it is right up towards the front. Look how much space we have between the back end of our truck to the beginning of our trailer. Like tons of space. So if we wanted to, we could overhang on this end, overhanging on back end. We got all this space in the middle. Now, take this back to the farm and see. And you look how wide that trailer sits. Like, it's going to be really hard. Like, I've got to be really horsing around to get this trailer to get out from under me. Okay. And now and check that out. Even at 12 meters, which is pretty much the whole length of this trailer, bam. Well, logs are in there. Yeah, I can live with that. And we should be able to. Yep. Sweet. Don't really need to secure them right this second. So, we're just going to continue clearing out some trees. We got quite a bit to do, so let's get to it. So it was my plan to take any offcuts that I ever receive and run them through the chipper right there and create wood chips and use those to create pellets. Well, because the wood chipper doesn't recognize anything that's wood, or at least what this map considers to be non-wood, yeah, that kind of flew out the window. So now I'm just going to take everything I can to the various locations that'll take them and just kind of go from there. Here's one that'll auto target. Like, I think that's such a cool system, that auto targeting. We're gonna back up towards that pile because I will lose this tree in the thick here. There we go. Perfect. Alright, well, like I said, we're just going to keep going at this and kind of go from here. Gotta give this, gotta give the plant enough time to process everything, and then we can start taking on some of these contracts. We got quite a few contracts, to where we can just start taking the product directly from our silo and deliver that, rather than having to go through the extra steps it would take to, you know, get a windrower out there or get a wrapper, or do things like that. This will just save, several steps. Okay, so we've finally made it up to the yard here where we can sell all these logs. This is gonna kind of take the place in the representation of the container. Let's see what we're gonna get here. All these logs are 12 meters long. We're at $62,000 at the moment. Let's see what happens. All right, well, $30,000. That's, nothing to scoff at. I can live with that. It basically gets us back to where we were before we got this trailer. But I think that's going to be the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, following, doing all the things that the algorithms enjoy you doing, that shows that you're engaged with this channel and enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.